Hej, hej, witam was bardzo serdecznie, tu Elizabeth Iron i zapraszam was na kolejny odcinek z gry Alpha Protocol. Kończymy sobie szkolenia. Musimy je zrobić. Trening obsługi gadżetów mamy tym razem. Wcześniej był trening taki, nie wiem, ze skradania, powiedzmy, można to tak nazwać.
I'm Sean Darcy. I'm going to be running you through tech orientation.
Good to meet you, Agent. What do you need me to do?
We'll be firing up the exercise in a second. For now, just stand there and be quiet, Mikey. Shouldn't be much longer. And here we go. Green lights. I'm glad you finally showed up. Thought you might have gotten lost on the way here.
Na luzie.
Too busy beating up some more guards.
Neither. Just surveying the area, actually. Checking out the facility.
Yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, not a good idea. Hitting the guards, I mean. The ones here have a lot of time on their hands, and that means a lot of time to hold grudges.
I'll keep that in mind, but I wasn't expecting to be drugged and attacked.
A good agent's ready for anything, Mikey. But
Ale
enough
skąd
chit-chat.
mieliśmy
You got a lot of work
wiedzieć,
ahead of
co?
us.
Że...
Well, you do. I'm mostly here as an observer. I'll be doing your evaluation, too.
What's that out there? A used car lot?
A target range for you.
Come
For me, more like a shooting gallery. Head out the door there and we'll get started.
All right, then.
Nauczymy rzucać się granatami.
Open the locker and equip yourself. If you use them all, just come back and grab some more. All right, everyone's favorite, grenades. Let's see that arm of yours. Go on, start chucking them. They're concussion rounds, so don't be skittish. They sting, not kill.
RB. Aha, nie to, RB. Masz, kolego, granata.
All right, now how about something more challenging? Try to
No.
ricochet to hit the target behind the wall. Lob it behind the target and use the wall for a hook shot.
Raczej nie jest to trudne jakieś. Chyba.
Try and get one through the window.
Raczej też nie jest trudne. Gościu, co to jest?
Now for some fireworks. Try and chuck one beneath the truck and take out the gas tank.
Też proste.
Never get tired of that one.
Bardzo proste.
See that electronic lock there? Use your
I MP. Gdzie mamy MP, tu mam.
EMP grenade to shut it down. Can save you time in the field. It's shut down. No more lock. All right. See that locker there?
Well, let me guess. You want me to place one on the door?
Ale który mam ten? Czekajcie, czekajcie. Nie, bo to jest inny. On sobie nie przyszła, znaczy... Ale... Gdzie są ten? Umiejętności nie... Czemu ja ten nie mogę? Chyba, że to mają być te, ale... Jak możecie przykleić granata?
Nice. And just in time. Hey, Darcy, open up. Guess some of the other guards will be pulling double shifts for a while.
Bardzo fajne.
Know those guards you beat up when you got out of medical? Yeah, well, they're gonna be joining us in a second. You've got a head start, so if I were you, I'd set an ambush or just start running. Me, I'd use the mines. That's what they're for.
Hey, Thornton! Wait up. I just want to talk to you.
Gdzie mnie ktoś?
Bastard.
The doc's gonna be pissed. All right, all done. Head on up, Mike. I'll give you a breakdown on your performance.
Dobra, ale mogę gdzieś ten? Mogę wyłączyć. Tłoczenie. Bywa. Jakie to będzie to pewnie? Jak mówię, bardzo proste.
So, Mikey, you did all right on the basic run.
To 10 punktów, o co chodzi?
You know, that performance wasn't half bad. Almost as good as my record. How about we up the stakes?
Nie.
Take this to the big leagues.
Maybe some other time, Darcy. I just want to get out of
Nie
here
mam
and get my
czasu na
assignment.
głupoty.
You're lost then. I thought you might be scared. I mean, I don't really blame you. It's a big world out there. Full of risks.
Sarkastycznie.
Yeah, right, Darcy. Big talk coming from the class observer. I'm so scared. I'd rather face real opposition and real bullets than stay here.
If you say so, Mikey.
Not my fault you're trapped here, Darcy. Maybe your attitude has something to do with it.
All right then. If you change your mind, the range is good to go. Whenever you feel up to it, that is.
Dobra, mamy ostatnie szkolenie z broni palnej.
Hello? Anybody shooting in here?
Agent Thornton. Hello.
Hey. Hey, you're the one I spoke to when I woke up in the medical bay. Glad that wasn't a hallucination.
It may have been. Do you remember my name?
O,
Or
raczej.
do I need to write it down for you?
Mina, right?
That's right. Good to see you've recovered from the medical room with your memory intact.
Memory intact? Speaking of which, I don't remember where I left my keys or my passport.
Confiscating personal items is quite routine. I wouldn't worry about that. But let's get down to the task at hand. I'm here to run you through the weapons training and test your accuracy.
All right, what's the next step?
Just head through the door to the firing range, and I'll keep in contact with you over the earpiece.
Może
Head over
będzie
to the
dobrze.
table, get your weapons, and we can begin.
Właśnie tu strzelanie takie jest, takie...
The standard field agent package includes a pistol, SMG, shotgun, and assault rifle. Each has its strengths and weaknesses. Let's start with the pistol. Equip the pistol, then aim down range and take some shots at the target.
Czy celowanie w głowę ma jakieś znaczenie? Mieni się tam pisało, wam jeśli chodziło. Ale to też chyba jest ten.
Steady your aim for a few seconds. Then fire. Precision shots can take down a target quickly.
No właśnie. Ale też to ma znaczenie właśnie profesji. Tam jak dajecie sobie
Let's move on to the
broni.
submachine gun.
Bronię jak sobie dajecie, to...
Now let's empty the clip. Let you get a feel for the recoil. Now take cover. Still using cover, take some shots at the target. Accuracy's terrible while firing blind, but it can get the job done.
O,
Eventually.
miałam ten. Aha.
Now try
Za
popping out
osłony.
and focusing your aim. You can use cover to your advantage here.
W ogóle robię.
I've unlocked the door to the tactical range on your right. Let's see how you do against some moving targets. Now, with the pistol, you'll want to be patient and attack when targets get close. Good.
Pani, ja to nie pierwsza gra moja, w którą grałam w życiu swoim. Coś mi tu jeszcze wyskoczy? Pewnie tak.
Now for the shotgun.
Shotgun,
Holding
jak
the
ten
trigger
shotgun?
steady and firing can knock down even heavily armored targets.
Można 2 naraz chyba. Nie, pewnie można było.
Good. Next.
Next.
Now for your submachine guns. If you're trapped in close quarters with multiple opponents, the SMGs can help clear the room quickly. Not subtle or quiet, but... And that's enough.
Jak mi poszło? Beznadziejnie jak zwykle. Nie, no może nie.
For long-range encounters, the assault rifle's the key.
No.
It's accurate, powerful. Just be sure to line up your shots carefully. Watch for attackers from above. They may be out of reach, but not rifle range. That's it. Take the ladder, head up and back. All done.
Jej, udało się. Skończyliśmy. Skończyliśmy szkolenie. Jak mi poszło? Beznadziejnie.
I'm logging the results now.
All right.
Pewnie
Is
ponad
somebody on
100.
the course?
Darcy. He's trying to beat your time.
No to ma pecha.
Well, how's he doing?
Not well. He's distracted.
Why?
As soon as he knew you were talking to me, Mike, he was in here in a second.
O
In
kurde.
case he saw you as a challenge for my affections.
Mój wynik?
It's like a cage match with you boys.
So how'd I do on the course?
Calling it up now. It'll
Uuuu.
do. Satisfactory enough for Westridge, I think. You can give it another run if you
Nie
like.
chcę.
The course should be free.
I'll pass.
Very well. I'll log your score. I'll have the results sent to your handler. And Westridge can give the rest of your evaluation, provided you've completed the other
No
tests.
raczej. Spróbowałby nie. Funiu, już jestem. Już może być. Pasują moje wyniki ci, czy tak średnio?
You guys must have spent a fortune on the TVs in this place.
You all done?
You tell me.
Now you're learning. I have to admit, I was worried whether we'd be able to keep you here after you woke up in medical.
Dobra, z
You gave our
szacunkiem.
staff a run for its money.
I gave it my best, and so did they.
Fair enough. It'll be a good excuse to up the morning drills around here. Looks like you did well on the tech portion of the test. Very well.
Strzelecki
Past
poszedł
Darcy's
beznadziejny.
There's some real compliments in here if you look at the numbers. Mina's report says you might need more practice on the gun range, but you're probably still shaking off the drugs we gave you.
No,
I'm still
raczej.
brushing up on my skills. Mina's a good teacher. I just need to be a better student.
She is a good teacher. She has a good eye for potential. I'll let her know your thoughts. And here's a surprise, a positive evaluation from Parker. On the number side as usual. But he actually took the time to write a sentence.
He did. What
Co
was the
napisał?
sentence?
You may have been right about this one, Westridge. For Parker, that's high praise. Assuming you don't let us
kurczę.
down, Mike. Looks like that's
Dobrze.
it for the physical evaluation. Now for the hard part. Tell me why you're here. Not everyone gets chosen for this line of work, but you volunteered. Usually you
Obowiązek.
have to ask.
I want to serve my country.
And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that.
Give me a mission, and I'll prove it.
What makes you think you're ready? Because I tell you, we get a lot of recruits in here,
Profesjonalnie.
and you're not convincing me.
My opinion isn't important. Yours is.
Not out in the field, and not when you're dealing directly with others. Then your opinion is all that counts. Beyond the guns, tech, and sneaking around in the dark, there's one last part of this job that nobody else here quite gets.
I'm listening.
Good, because listening is a large part of it. The way you talk to people, your attitude. That's what we're going to discuss now.
I'm not sure I understand. Is there something wrong with how I deal with people?
No, believe it or not, you're not here because you're a people person. You're here because your psych profile says you're skilled at manipulating others.
Was that a compliment?
You'll see. The way you project yourself definitely affects what people think of you, and your reputation with them.
And if I want to impress them?
You don't always want to or need to. Having a good or bad rep with someone can actually gain you different benefits. Sometimes you want to piss someone off so they can't think straight. Other times you want to build a strong rapport with someone and talk your way out of a bad situation. All depends on your objective.
To się
This
przyda nam.
goes for your handlers as well. We're going to be sending you into a lot of dangerous places, and your only backup is going to be who you're talking to on your headset. How you treat them is going to have an effect on the success of your mission.
So if I piss them off, I'm screwed?
No. A handler that likes you too much and puts emotions before the mission can
No.
be just as dangerous as one who resents you.
This is a long way of telling me that I should just act the way I want? And if I compromise an asset in the field by choosing the wrong path?
No, again, there are no bad choices, just results. Over time, folks may hear about you and your attitude before they meet you. They may have a preconceived notion of how you're going to treat them, which can affect their reaction.
Well, maybe they should take the time to know the real me.
If only. Time's something no one seems to be able to spare, especially during a conversation. Although that can be a plus.
If I need a breather to assess the situation, right?
The clock doesn't stop when you're speaking to someone, so if you need to get your second win before a fight, making small talk can buy you time.
But if I'm running on adrenaline, won't chatting take me off my guard?
It can, so if you need to get to the point, act instead of fight. For example, if you don't think I have any more to teach you, then you could just say, I'm done with this. I wouldn't think any less of you. You seem
Ale
to
jestem
have the vision.
profesjonalna, ja chcę pogadać.
And if they're a target, why talk to them at all?
Sometimes it is better if you shoot first. Still approaching someone to talk to them can allow you to get the drop on
No
them if you
może,
get
ale
close enough
czasem
to
też
strike.
warto pogadać, a nie
Use it if you have to.
wyskakiwać z
The
bronią.
conversation isn't going your way. Assuming there's
Praca.
even a way you want the conversation
Ale
to
ci
go.
przegadam, gościu.
So how do I know how someone wants to be treated? At least enough to cooperate.
If that's what you want to do, pay attention to the clues in your environment. Sometimes people will have advice, and intel can help. But there's another way. Read much?
Mostly stop signs, which I ignore.
Napisy.
There's a host of information out there through dossiers, email,
O,
and other
są,
documents
tak,
that
oczywiście.
represent total research others have collected on a target, organization, or operation.
And what does that get me, exactly?
Sometimes you'll spot obvious triggers. People who don't respond well to smartasses, like me. Others who respect loyalty, duty, a professional approach. Others who don't have time for bullshit and like it when you get to the point. But dossiers just don't contain psych information. They'll usually have combat information on your target as well. What side they favor, any past injuries, common weapons or tactics they use. Some of it blunt, some of it subtle. But if push comes to shove, it can give you an edge in combat. The more you've done your homework, the more
Ostrożnie.
vulnerable they'll be.
So when the guns come out, the dossier can come into play. Have you read mine?
Several times.
You have dossiers on everyone here?
Yep, if you can dig them up. You might learn a few things. Sometimes reading a dossier will give you more options when dealing with others. A few facts to bring up, to shake secrets loose.
What about you?
You should already know what makes me happy, Mike, and what pisses me off.
How do I know when I have the go-ahead to start accessing files?
Dużo
After
gadania.
meeting a target or hearing their name referenced by someone else, you should have a target ID. Then hop onto the database and start doing your homework. You can usually unlock their basic information at that point. Let's start with a simple one. Al-Samad. That should be familiar to you.
The terrorist group.
Yes, you can research groups as well as people. It doesn't carry the same benefits, but it can provide useful intel in the field. Talking to people about others is a good way to help gain dossier information. Sometimes people will have information on someone that can unlock a brand new thread in your computer search.
Okay, so I've suffered through your interrogation and know how to give one if need be. Am I ready or not?
We'll see. Meet me in the command center, and I can give you a proper mission briefing.
Good, because I'm sick of this room.
Trust me, Mike.
Podajmy
If it
stąd
was up
już
to
w
me,
końcu.
you'd never see this interrogation cell again.
Dobrze, wygadaliśmy, dowiedzieliśmy się trochę chyba informacji, mam nadzieję. będą pomocne, że akta są ważne, gdzieś tam powiązania jakieś
Shahid, the voice of Al-Samad.
ważne rzeczy.
They say he was responsible for shooting down that airliner in the Middle East.
Yeah, he got his hands on some prototype Halbeck technology. A missile with a multi-stage targeting system called Jacob's Ladder. That airliner was his first target.
Halbeck? I've run across them while I was touring the world. They don't exactly keep their hands clean. How did Shahid get his hands on that missile?
Missiles. He's got more. He stole them from Halbeck and we need them back before he gets any more trigger happy. Then we want you to kill him.
Understood, but if the opportunity presents itself, should I take him alive?
If you can. Either way, we want him out of the picture and away from any more taped broadcasts.
If I can bring him back here, I will.
All right, then, pack your gear. You're heading to Saudi Arabia.
Not coming with me?
I'll be there in spirit. And on video and radio when needed, Agent.
And I just got here.
A,
I'm gonna miss this place.
no ciekawe, przed chwilą chciałeś
I
się
got it.
wynosić stąd
I'll
jak
contact you when
najszybciej.
you reach Saudi Arabia.
Dobra. Wykonane cele 18-19. Ciekawe co, czemu? Czemu? No takie podsumowanie będziemy mieli za każdym razem. Po każdej misji.
Care to explain how Halbeck lost its missiles?
Old news. An accounting error.
The missiles. You didn't lose them, did you?
Angry, Mr. Thornton? Because of what happened in Saudi Arabia.
No, a co się stało? Co się stało? Zawsze mi mniej więcej tak dobrze to wychodziło.
Mike, can you read me? I'm getting lots of
Wyłącz wideokonferencję.
I'm
Bez
in
przesady.
Saudi Arabia, sir. I'm at the safe house.
I guessed that much. See any shadowy agents in trench coats at the airport?
No, sir, I don't think so.
That was a joke, Mike.
Haha.
Stay on your toes anyway. Finding Shahid is your primary objective. Trouble is, we don't know his location, but we have 3 leads. An arms dealer, Nasri, is believed to have sold the missiles to Shahid, and he's currently operating in Saudi Arabia. If you can intercept him, maybe he can tell you where
Dobra,
Shahid
dane
is,
wywiadu.
or guide you to the missiles.
Do we have anything else on Nasri?
Nothing more than what's in his dossier. If you can manage to make any contacts and find out more, we'd welcome it. We also tracked down the location of an airfield Shahid used in the past. If you can sneak in and plant a listening device, we may be able to track flight Shahid is using to move through Saudi Arabia.
And the third lead?
We've got the coordinates of an Al-Samad detention camp, also used as a stockpile for weapons. We suspect the missiles may be stored there.
Dane.
Is there any way to be sure the missiles are there?
Not at this time. The area is dug into the side of a canyon, and getting reliable satellite imagery when sandstorms aren't blowing has been almost impossible. We'll want you to go in alone, recon the area, and shut down their radar and communications. Once that's down, we can call in air support and hit the camp hard.
No pressure.
And no backup. Get used to it. It's the job. You check out your new home yet? It's got some perks you might be interested in.
Full security system?
A computer with a hub connection so fast you'll feel like you're going back in time.
What, to the Stone Age? Please.
You can do dossier research, encrypted emails, and if need be, access some of the weapons dealers in the area. That'll be done on your own dime, however, using whatever funds you
Dobra,
can find in
zrozumiane.
Saudi Arabia.
I understand, sir. We wouldn't want Alpha Protocol tied to any weapons trafficking in the Middle East.
Exactly. There's also a weapons locker in the main living
O,
area.
tak, możemy
Open
sobie
it up,
ten.
help yourself, but use the ammo and armor you think suits the mission. When you're ready to head out, just use the front door, or access the missions from the main terminal. I'll have already uploaded all the mission specs to your PDA. You can review them at any time.
Alright, so is that it? Westridge.
No,
Great.
wyłączył się.
Home sweet home.
Jak w każdej chyba miejscówce, gdzie będziemy się udawać, będziemy mieć domek, w której będziemy mogli, nie wiem, poczytać sobie właśnie jakieś maile. W kantorze będziemy mogli chyba kupić sobie bronię. Ale i tak mamy 5000. Widzicie, macie jednogwiazdkowe powiedzmy, no bo nie piszę. Dwugwiazdkowe, no i 3-gwiazdkowe najlepsze wiadomo i macie pod bronią macie plus ile dodatkowo, gdzieś tam te obrażenia, czy tam do celności, macie do odrzutu, do stabilności i tak dalej, i tak dalej. I też macie właśnie no części, powiedzmy, nazwijmy to częściami lub modyfikacjami, które możecie zakupić dodatkowo do danej broni. Więc ile pieniędzy trzeba wydać na bronię. Jakiś kalibrowy odrzut. Odrzut pewnie odejmuje. Tak, odrzut. Fajne to jest właśnie. To jest też to jest jakie są te części RPGowe tej gry, no to tu też widzicie, macie też właśnie pancerze do kupienia możecie sobie kupić. Taki średni, ten najlepszy. To na końcu gry będziecie gonić z nim. Tam dodatkowe pierdołki, tak jak widzicie. Adrenaliny, apteczki, granaty, jak tam potrzebujecie. Różne rzeczy. Dodatkowe cele w tym danym miejscówce też możecie sobie kupić. Maile, które możecie sobie pobierz. Co tam? A pieniądze jak coś. Trzymane. Mina mi pieniądze wysłało. Możemy też odpowiedzieć na, tak jak mówiłam. Możemy odpisać, no nie? Twoje hasło to ten tam bla bla bla. Możemy odpowiedzieć profesjonalnie, agresywnie, no bez przesady. Z ogładą, agresywnie, profesjonalnie, no. No bez przesady. Nie bądźmy. I to też tam gdzieś pewnie wpłynie na tą reputację ich. Empatia. Wszyscy mnie będą uwielbiać po prostu. Temu akurat nie możemy odpowiedzieć. Aż 2 wiadomości mi wysłane, czyli to, co wysłaliśmy i tak dalej, no sami wiecie i widzicie. Jesteśmy 10 000, więc mamy 15. Nie wiem, czy chcę na razie coś kupować, czy po prostu... O, na razie nie. Na razie nic. Nie kupuję, wiecie. Nie ma sensu. I tu mamy tu jest skrytka z naszymi rzeczami. To możemy sobie dostosować wszystko. Pancerz. No. Mamy taki podstawowy. Modyfikacje nie mamy nic, no bo nie kupiliśmy nic. O kurde, nie, wróć. Wróć, chciałam jeszcze pokazać bronię. Mam, wiadomo, pistolet. Zwykły, podstawowy. Z niczym. Maszynówkę, karabin. Też z niczym zwykły. Potem będziecie mogli sobie kupić te wszystkie bronie i zmienić modyfikacje do nich. Dobra, może udajmy się... Chyba wydaje mi się, że będzie można wybrać, gdzie się udamy. Tam 3 jakieś tropy są i możemy wybrać. Tej handlarza. Wydaje mi się, że wszystkie 3 rzeczy możemy zrobić, żeby tak w pełni to dowiedzieć się. Potem będziemy chyba jeszcze potem, jak skończymy te 3 na mapie, pojawi się dokładny punkt. Jakoś tak to było chyba. Może tutaj handlarza bronią. Dobrze, zacznijmy sobie od tyłu. Reputacja, sympatia 2. Ich zdolności minus 10%. Dobra, startujmy tę misję. Gdybyśmy chociaż zobaczyli.
Careful, Mike. Don't play games with these guys.
If I can get in without a firefight, that makes getting to Nasri that much easier.
American. Nasri said nothing about an American.
I'm not looking to advertise my presence, only to do business.
Business, eh?
Check with Nazri if you don't believe me. He's waiting for me, and my down payment.
I call ahead. Go on through.
Nie będziemy przecież szarżować bez przesady, po co mamy?
Bluffed those guards.
A jednak... Po co? Jak mamy okazję wyjść bez tego... Bez piw-paw, to po co? Czemu by nie? No tu już niestety będziemy musieli się zabrać za piw-paw, ewentualnie ciche eliminowanie. Dobra, tu nic nie ma. Bardzo fajna gra, tak jak mówiłam. Powiem wam to jeszcze milion razy. Bardzo wam polecam, jeśli nie graliście oczywiście. Jak graliście i wiecie, no to... Kamera!
Looks like they figured out I was bluffing.
Aha, nie kamera. Dobra.
That's your target.
Dobra, to nie była kamera, to po prostu kapli się, że kłamałam. Dobra, otwórzmy sobie. Aha, możemy górą. Czemu by i nie? Zobaczmy, o co chodzi. Co tu jest? Co tu mamy takiego dobrego? Bo możecie się, wiecie, zakradać. O kurde. No dobra, i tak wiedzą, że tu jestem, to... Modyfikacje. A czy to jest tylko tak jednorazowa ta modyfikacja, czy potem będę mogła sobie obie wybierać? Czekajcie, czy mogę sobie... Chyba tak, można. Można było. Lufy. Aha, celownik. Myślałam, że to jest... Nie chciałabym z wami się ten... Poważnie. Przykro mi, goście. Ale chyba nie mam wyjścia tutaj z nimi. Jak myślicie? Ja nie pamiętam. No weź mi za ochłonę. Za osłonę. Oż ty w życiu odklej się od tego. Mogłam tłumik sobie załatwić, chociaż nie wiem, co by mi to dało. A raczej nic. Wiecie. Strzelanie jest takie... Właśnie tak to wygląda czasem. O Boże, oni granatami, kurczę, męczą ludzi biednych. Spokojnie, załatwię tego gościa. I zajmiemy się tym alarmem. Mam nadzieję, że więcej ich gugusiów nie przyjdzie. Już słyszę kogoś chyba. Dobra, leczenia raczej nie potrzebujemy. Dobra, nie musimy się już zakradać. Aha, no tak, no bo to, żem przeszła górą. Co można było zrobić? Mamy punkt kontrolny, więc spoko. wiecie co, skończymy sobie tu odcinek. W następnym odcinku podążymy dalej. Musimy się dostać do tego gościa. Chyba do handlarza broni. Jak tam wywiad, o co chodzi? Ten dalej. Trakcie mamy, potem będziemy zajmować. Znaczy... Zajmować jak zajmować. Przebieg. No dobra. No zobaczycie, tam będą frakcje, no więcej wam nie powiem, o co będzie chodziło. Tam też będzie coś tam. Będą wpływy. Ale to zobaczycie w trakcie gry, o co chodzi dokładnie. Co mam na myśli. Na razie nie chcę wam za dużo mówić, o co chodzi, no bo jak ktoś nie grał i chce się dowiedzieć, no to zobaczycie z czasem. No nic, dzięki za oglądanie. Proszę o subskrypcję, jeśli wam się podobało. Komentujcie, lajkujcie, dzielcie się moimi filmikami ze znajomymi, gdzieś tam na jakichś fajnych stronkach, bo mi bardzo miło i bardzo mi to pomogło. No a my słyszymy się w kolejnym odcinku z gry Alpha Protocol. Dzięki, cześć!